So in this question, we're looking for equivalent forms. Now, for equivalent forms, that's like making an equivalent fraction. If you think back to fractions, if you had 5 over 20, can you tell me something that's equal to 5 over 20? 1 over 4. You're probably trained to do that one first, right? Okay, because this one is what we call simplest form, right? That's the most, it's simplified. What's another one that's equal to 5 out of 20? 10 over 40. Okay, how did you come up with 10 over 40? You multiplied the original 1 by 2, right? Or you could have multiplied the second one by 10. So you can find an equivalent form either by multiplication or division. Our goal in this unit will be the most simplest form, but you could write it in a not simplified form as well, and it would still be equal. So you could have a decimal. You could have, yeah. It would be equal, but it's not a form that's liked. So there's the simplest form, the simplified version, that's always looked for. So what do you think the simplified version of this one would be? Yeah, we could just cross out the x minus 1s and divide them away. And you're left with x plus 5 over 2. That is the simplest form. If you wanted something not as simple, you could multiply. You could multiply by just a number. So instead of having this, that's supposed to be a comma. There we go. You could have multiply top and bottom by 5. So if I wanted something equal to that, I could have 5x plus 5x minus 1. If I multiply the bottom by 5, I would have 10x minus 1. So just like you do with fractions, you could do anything you wanted. If you wanted to make it have another thing, that would be equal as well if I added an x plus 3 on the top and an x plus 3 on the bottom. But it's not simplest form. This is the simplest form, the x plus 5 over 2. Okay, so obviously this is what we're going to be going towards. But in this example, they just said, we want you to write things that are equal, in which case there's millions, infinite amount of right answers. But there's only one that's in simplest form.